Well, Natalie, just because the Hawks football team wasn't playing this weekend doesn't mean there are action elsewhere.
Yeah, you're right. The third round of the Marquette Intercollegiate at Erin Hills begins this morning, but the Hawkeyes will no longer be at the Lynx after being disqualified yesterday.
Iowa was removed from the field for not posting the 4 scores they needed to continue playing in the tournament.
Junior Matthew Walker had to leave the tournament after an injury on the front 9 of Monday's round.
And then Leo Montero was disqualified after a misinterpretation of the rules.
Montero was the second on the leaderboard before his disqualification.
Well, in other news, the Hawks are finally coming off their bye week, and I think most of us on campus are pretty anxious to see them back in action.
That bad taste left in their mouth by Wisconsin is still lingering, and I think they're really looking to get rid of it against Minnesota this week.
But they will definitely need to show some improvement coming off of that bye week. In the Big Board studio, we have DITV Sports Director Bo Bowman with what will happen if we bounce back. Bo, what's up?
Luckily for Iowa football, it had a bye week to recover following a disappointing 28-17 loss to Wisconsin in a game that could go a long way in determining the Big Ten West champion. In addition to the relaxing week off, it served as time to look at what can be improved. The loss to the Badgers showed that there are a lot of areas that need it too, and there are plenty of other pieces to look at from previous games as well. Noah Fant hasn't been that bad this season. He ranks 5th among tight ends in the conference with 169 yards, which is decent, but given the hype he had entering the season, not so great. Second now, the turnover margin. The Hawkeyes have lost the turnover battle so far with a turnover margin of -1, tied for 84th in the country, 9th in the Big Ten. Iowa has thrown 4 picks this season while intercepting only 2 passes. The Hawkeyes have also lost 2 fumbles, but they've recovered 3, so I guess that makes up for it. I don't know. And while the secondary has not had the ball hawkers they've had in the past, they have Amani Hooker, who's been a playmaker for the Hawkeye defense in other years, so it's only a matter of time before he starts causing more turnovers against opposing offenses. And finally now, special teams. Iowa's special teams haven't been terrible for the most part, but they're the ones that made the costly errors against Wisconsin. 2 turnovers and a fair catch on the 3-yard line highlighted their punt return miscues, hurting the Hawkeyes' chance to win. So the Hawks aren't looking too bad a third of the way through the season, but they definitely need to pick it up with the remaining 8 Big Ten games still on the schedule. Guys in the studio, back to you.
So definitely a big game for the Hawks to try and prove themselves against a Big Ten opponent.
And we'll finally get to hear from the players today at football availability. We haven't heard from them since the Wisconsin game, so it should be interesting to see how they think they've improved since then.
And we'll take a look at the special look at the swimming and diving team as they kick off their season. Guys at the desk, back to you.